From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
Wait, what is?
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, we got 4. Hey, back it.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's got room. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Watch the slack.
Hey, 66.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
57. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Johnson's got it complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. To throw is Murray. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
In your face. 57. Mike.
1st down, Murray. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Murray, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
He's got a man, complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
27 yards there, a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
72.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Open man is Uzama.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Brady. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 57.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
57.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability, as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses, because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Murray going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 91 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 8-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, you got three,
A final shot before half from Murray. Wide open receiver complete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Murray to Michelle on the dump off. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They will run it with Michel. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Kill, 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 kill. Any weapon.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
25.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The sack by Terrell Suggs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Murray now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the gun, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Slam. Switch.
Check 52.
Check 31.
They'll run for it with Michelle. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Sponge. No.
Shift. Watch the shift. Check nickel. Check 3.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing now is Brady. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alabama.
29 is the Mike 29. Rip left. 29 is the Mike.
Now Brady. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He completes it to Boyd. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Wait, set. 380.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
Hey, go 66.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Brady now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Bullock's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Murray, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
7 yards there and a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
15 yards on the play, first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. Johnson, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Nixon will try the right side. And some room to work. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that border...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marcus Johnson His second touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And to the surprise of exactly nobody that watched this game, it was the 40-something-year-old Tom Brady again that led the way.
And do you get the sense that if we're fortunate enough to be around, you might be saying, and to the surprise of no one, it was a 50-something-year-old Tom Brady who led his team to victory.
If he is still playing at 50, that's the greatest accomplishment in the history of sports.
I believe that if he decided to still play into his 50s, he would still be effective in the league. That's how good he is.
So for Cincinnati, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.